hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space or out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, passing your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A plus the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space or out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the New Orleans Saints. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 28-yard line.
March 8, 25. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On first down, Ryan. And some room to work. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number 1 from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
First down, New Orleans.
Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. To throw, it's Breeze. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. A give to Kamara running right. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 11th touchdown of the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. What's good on the extra point? And it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Breeze now. That'll be complete to Cook. 16 yards, a first down.
Jared Cook is a guy who's been around the NFL. He's been with the Titans, the Rams, the Packers, and the last 2 years in Oakland. Now he makes a move to the Big Easy, where he pairs with Drew Brees and forms a nice little threat.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap for Hill. Steps away to his left. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Now that was an inspirational scramble for a first down, all the while absorbing a big-time hit. Well, we know the guys in the huddle appreciate what he's doing. But how about the guys in the press box, the luxury boxes, the guy who signs his checks, and especially the main guy with the headset on the sideline? I'm not so sure they like that so much.
Come on.
On play action, now Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. On the counter, here's Kamara. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Breeze. Over the middle, complete. That's Murray. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Now Breeze lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free. And Lutz's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
51, Sam!
Ryan. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Ryan. And that will be incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Now it's Ginn. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Kamara. And an alley to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On 1st down, Murray. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Shotgun now for Breeze. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it's Ryan. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. Got some room at the 30. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? On third down, Devontae Freeman. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on fourth down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They come out here in the eye. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, there's an... And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The Falcons on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Ryan to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, the rookie from Florida. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
36.
Now Breeze. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Breeze. Flush to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Ryan gets it off to Freeman. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Ryan from his end zone on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. On 2nd down, Kamara. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons are going to get it at the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Freeman again. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. After the penalty, here's Freeman. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone can go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. And where did this one go out? Not good. Let's see. Yeah, they're going to say inside the 35-yard line.
That's right. 95-56. Number 53. Mike 53.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Good job.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long. That's the end of the 3rd.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. To throw is Breeze. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
We play some win. Let go.
Their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Flushed out right. Now he's going to let it go. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 37. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 34. On 3rd down, Freeman. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
On second down, it's Freeman. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. They'll keep it on the ground. Freeman. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. They'll run for it with Smith. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They keep it with Smith on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
On second down, here's Smith. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. They'll try and run for it with Smith. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
Let's go, baby.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this... Oh, wide open, complete! And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Breeze going to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. I'm coming for it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hill. Again has it complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
It's just me and you.
To throw, it's Breeze. Flush to his right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 7.
43's the mic. And let's get this, get this.
Ryan. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
They're going on fourth down. It's Ryan. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So after the INT, it's Breeze. Dancing, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Breeze is looking to throw. He'll rifle this, and he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Ryan. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because...
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for New Orleans, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Hat on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left. Touchdown. Touchdown. 8th floor. Come down. Hotel. Lobby. Receptionist. What now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest. No recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables. Now half the meals got 10.